So there you go. You see, you decorated up a bit. For some reason, my camera just turned off.
Is it out of memory again?
It's out of battery.
Well.
Yeah, it's out of battery.
Yes!
I should have charged you! Let's go check out Alex's house so he can show us the magical glitches he does.
And we are going away! Minotaur Screech!
Okay, you want to introduce what this is?
So this is my little miniature magical dock that I made in my Marleybone pond house. The pond that belongs to the house, anyway. And this, as you can probably see, is perfectly level of the castle block floors. They are connected 100% meshed with the ground and do not dip or go above anything else. The boats are inside the water. They do not look flooded. I also got stuck.
Again.
Yep.
Let me get stuck with you.
This is the problems with glitching, kiddos.
Oh,
you
sorry.
are
Here.
at the
Now you can.
Oh wait, I got out.
Oh.
So that's one of the dangers of glitching. You can. This game is pretty good with a hitbox control, so you don't get stuck in objects normally. But when you glitch, you are kind of subject to the new quote-unquote physics that you've created. So be careful, or you will get stuck, and sometimes you can lose some of your glitches. But I will be showing you how I began making these. I just have to always remember the very first step. So what you'll need is a large spiral rug, or any rug that's large enough to accompany a medium wooden floor block. You will also need a tatami floor mat. And I will be messing around with this real quick. So you will bring this over to where you want to begin making the dock.
I'm moving.
And then I believe this looks to be the correct height. So then once you have the whatever floor or rug carpet you decided to use that's hovering over the water, you can then just place down whatever block you want. And then, as you can see, this is
not lined up
100%.
perfect.
It's not lined up perfectly. Because I didn't do it in the perfect square mesh that these blocks have. However, you can tell that it is level with all the other blocks.
Ta-da! That block is a permanent fixture now.
Yep. It's unremovable, which is also sometimes... Some glitches will cause objects to be unmovable. Every now and then. If that happens and you need to get the object back, then you can just go into your attic and grab the object individually. But now, for the more advanced style of glitching, which is how I got these torches into the water and the boats laying on the water, you will need a scaffolding, which you can buy in Crocotopia, the housing vendor, or item vendor, something like that. You will also need a flat braided runestone, tatami floor mats as always, just some number of them, it depends on how much you're glitching. You will also need some crates, and then you can go on from there. So what you do is you set up the crates, the runestone and the mats has how it is right here.
Here, let
And
me
then
get
what
closer.
Okay.
That's what it looks like. Okay.
And then what you'll need to do is another double tatami floor mat. Whoops, I accidentally grabbed a tree somehow. None of you get to see that, but I do. But then you'll place the floor mats so they're right underneath the hitbox of the scaffolding. And then you'll pick up the tatami floor mat, which is underneath the scaffolding. I have to move the scaffolding real quick, because when you glitch an object, the object, wherever it was originally placed, its hitbox will still be there. even though you're also changing where the hitbox is going. So keep that in mind as well. But anyway, once you can pick it up and place it, you will now have this tatami floor mat underneath the second, I guess, floor of the scaffolding. And now what you do with this is you have to get rid of everything except for that one tatami floor mat. So in order to do this carefully, you have to use the double tatami floor mat method of pulling away things and getting rid of them, or you can use the scrolling technique, which I believe Morgrim showed. Yeah. So now that you have this, this might actually be the wrong height again. Now that I think about it,
it's cool. They get the general, I think.
Yeah.
I would think.
What you would then do is bring this over to the body of water again. And then, you know, once you have the correct height you want, you would then get a tatami floor mat with either the object you want to glitch or a floor mat, so you can place multiple objects on that. Or rug, carpet, not floor mat. And then you'd go from there. And pretty much this technique is entirely dependent on height difference for glitching. So I could show you exactly what I did with the torches and the boats, but it's just the same thing. You need the floor mats, scaffolding, the rune stone, and then you just change the height by determining how many boxes there are vertically. And then you can, you know, this entire realm, you can change whatever you want, how you feel. Okay, well then I will show you guys my PvP arena. I won't be showing explicitly how I glitched things into the arena, just cause that would require moving what's currently placed there and then placing them back again. But I will explain the steps through it. If you look around, you'll see I have a variety of glitches. I have objects that are slightly hanging off the edges, objects that are closer to each other than what the game normally allows, so on and so forth. You have a couple floating glitches in the back. And then you have my PvP arena, which, as Morgan was stating earlier, this is the last place where this tatami floor mat is. This is the last place you can place down an object before it becomes a zone that you can't place objects down in.
Safe zone!
So what you'll need here is many tatami floor mats and a lot of long blue rug runners, or that's not their name.
The long blue runners, I think.
Yeah, long blue runners. And then, you know, like how I put that water fountain in the center, you'll need a large spiral rug. And I think that's literally the object you will need. I don't think any rugs other than that can hold such a large object.
I think the other one that could work, but it's actually, I think it's a bit smaller, is the Avalon rug.
Yeah, that one probably works.
But your best bet is the large spiral rug, because it is the biggest rug in the game.
Yeah. The only way you can get it is either by camping at the bazaar or farming a guy in Dragonspire. I forget his name, but it's not hard to look up who drops it, if you need it. But pretty much what you'll be doing is this number, where you can now put this rug over towards the PvP arena. And the way you would glitch objects now is that you would need a tatami floor mat, and then you'd need an object of your choice, so I'll just use a box. Well, actually, no. With the carpet the way it is, you can just put objects onto it sometimes. So, like, you can now put a box there, whereas any other time without that rug, you wouldn't have been able to. It doesn't work for all objects, but, like, for example, this campfire, I would not be able to, I can't place it down, I know you guys can't see, but just imagine a large campfire that's like 4 boxes in a square. You can't place that down, so what you would do is have a tatami floor mat, put whatever object down on it you want. In this case, it would be the campfire. And then, when picking up the tatami floor mat, you're now using its hitbox. So you can now put down the campfire or whatever object is connected to the tatami floor mat. And then, if you want to go further into the PvP arena, all you would do is, I'm just going to go ahead and move this campfire, is you would do another tatami floor mat with another long blue runner, or whatever other carpet you need for putting down objects, and then you would just kind of keep going. I can't really do it because I have a tatami floor mat in the way, but if I moved it to like right there in front of Morgrim, then you can just keep going on into the PvP arena just like that. And
I don't want to follow that, man.
Yeah, you'll get pulled in. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of glitching.
Don't be the person to put the objects on the circles.
Yeah, I tried that initially with chairs because I didn't know about the once you're out of the PvP duel, then you're stuck. But I learned, and then I changed it so that these won't affect you. They're just more of this aesthetic. A different thing with glitching is that it allows you to break the object's hitbox radius, because when you pick up an object, you're going off of whatever object you picked up and not the objects as a whole. So what I did here was I took, let me find one. Too close to the object. So I took these snapdragons. Oh, this place is so heavily glitched that moving a glitch causes me to temporarily freeze.
It happened to me, and
well, that's also another problem with glitching. It does make it more labor intensive because the game doesn't expect you to have so many objects tightly knitted together. But basically, you do the same thing with these. You pick up the tatami floor mat that's connected to the flowers, and then you just kind of place them where you want them. And then you can get rid of the tatami floor mats most of the time. The thing with tatami floor mats, I don't know if this was mentioned, but when you have them glitched together, like this, over here.
oh, yep.
Yeah, sorry. You can turn them 90 degrees and still be able to pick them up together.
So whenever you have them diagonal, you have the issue, and then you have to use the scroll method.
Yeah, so when they're diagonal like this, you can only pull one tatami floor mat and the other one is kind of by itself. This is also a problem with many objects. When you have a tatami floor mat glitch to them, that sometimes the tatami floor mat will split away from the object, and if the object isn't where you want it, that can cause problems, and it's hard to get the object back. But like Morgrim said, if that happens, then you can just use the scroll method to get the tatami floor mats to mesh together again, and then pick them up. And that's pretty much those glitches.
Another thing is, you can use them to block off areas that you don't want to decorate.
Yep, me. Like I stated earlier for the docks, this one was just all about changing the height, using boxes and whatever objects you can find, and then just going from there.
Honestly, some glitches can look really good, some glitches can look very bad.
Let me show you what we're talking about when we say bad glitches.
Where are we going?
Right here. Just gonna show this little number off.
Sort of like Christmas trees, where they have all the Christmas trees combined into one.
And then there's these glitches that Morgrim and we don't really like. Some people love these kinds of glitches, but like pretty much the idea behind them is that they're 100% floating. And nothing's connected to them at all, so like you can go up on these. This is how people typically glitch quote-unquote walkways to certain parts of their houses in different glitched manners.
I wouldn't mind it so much if there was castle blocks.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I understand that they want to go outside of this area, but I feel like that takes away from the charm of the actual house.
Yeah, it does. I appreciate the effort behind floating glitches. It's just it looks really bad to me. And even with castle blocks, like if you had floating stairs of floors, which I'm one to talk, that's kind of how my cabin is. But if you have them like with nothing underneath them to support them either, then it kind of looks bad to me anyway.
How long did it take you to make your cabin?
Let's not talk about that. I will tell everyone that I did the numbers, and just the walls and the floors and the corners of this place costed at least 1,500,000 gold, around that number. So, if you plan on doing glitches like this and making your own cabins or housing, you're gonna need to farm for a lot of gold.
See?
yeah.
You walk inside, there's no door yet.
There probably won't be. It'll probably just be open.
I think you should get an Avalon Castle block for your door. Because
Well, the other
it's-
problem with this is that the walls are going to be taller than how I have the floors by a significant amount.
Well, I was gonna say they're the exact same shade of wood as the bark on this tree.
Yeah.
Okay, so like you walk inside, and there's a library.
There's a wonderful fireplace for you to toast off your arms.
Yeah, the knife collection here.
When you're a grizzly minotaur like I am, you gotta prepare for anything.
Right here is his under the star bedroom, and whenever it rains, he does not complain.
Nope. Though, always hope that the leaves will knock off as much water as possible.
I love the fact of you went through all this.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I worked on this for like 2 weeks in a row. I probably put like at least 40 plus hours into this, just because I needed to make it exactly how I wanted. And I did start over every now and then, once or twice on the first floor, and then I restarted the top floor a couple times because glitching, I messed up a few of the objects' placements. But the corners, most of them, up here is a bad example, but downstairs, pretty much all the corners that are like this darker brown bark, those are comprised of two objects meshed together, as you can see at some angles.
I'm showing him, it's the storage chest.
Yeah.
With the little magnifying glass. So there's one right there, and another one right over here. And you can see the division point.
So I had to go with it as best as I could. Also, I will be right back.
Wait, let's end the video.
Oh, okay. Well.
Okay, let's get next to this fire and sing Kumbaya. Okay, thanks for joining us. Sorry about the face cam going out in the middle. See you guys.
See ya.
That awkward pause.
Goodbye,
Alfred, don't do that.
Master Wayne.
Goodbye.
See you guys.